Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a wear and tear video on the Tory Burch Miller Sandals, as well as showing you guys my new pair, the Petunia color. So I feel like these Tory Burch Miller sandals are so popular. I feel like they've been popular for years and years and years, and I was so excited when I got my hands on a pair of them. So I got the neutral colored ones. I don't remember the exact color. I'll try to find it online, but I love these. I love these so much. So when I saw that they came out with the pink ones, these nice pale pink ones, the color is called Petunia, I was like, I have to have them. They are so nice and so pretty. And I just feel like I was due for a new pair. So then I started thinking, you know what? Maybe I should do a wear and tear video of these Miller sandals. Because obviously if they don't hold up well, then I shouldn't get another pair. But there are some parts of my old sandals that I do want to show you. Okay, so with my old pair, and sorry if you can hear the washing machine, there is no door over it and this room is right next to it. Anyway, so I'm gonna give you guys an up close look of these sandals. I got these, I can't remember exactly what year I got these, but it was definitely maybe right around or right before we got Karma. Karma's one of my corgis. She's my little Karma girl. So she's 6 years old now and she was born in 2019. So I probably got it around 2019 or 2018, possibly 2017. So I've had these for a good amount of time. And overall, wear and tear, there is not that much to see. They've held up nicely, they're easy to clean, and they just don't have dirt. Like dirt doesn't just stand out well on them. So the areas that I want to show you where I have some signs of wear and tear are going to be right here. And I remember like when this happened, at least on one of the shoes, you can see, let's see if I can help it focus. Right here, there's some signs of wear and tear. And I think that's just for me, like when I'm walking and then I kind of like drag my foot by accident. I don't know. So that's something I plan to be a little more careful about when I do wear these. And something that is interesting, and I don't know if this is just from the overall wear and tear, I want to show you a little comparison. This is really thin, and then this has a thicker base. So can you guys see that difference? So I'm thinking maybe I will have less of a chance of scuffing the top part of the shoe with the Petunias. That's really interesting. Well, that's good. There's also no pattern on the Petunias. Sorry, it's the bottom of the shoe. I know it's dirty. I would say that's another sign of wear and tear would be on this specific one. I don't know how this happened. Maybe it's just from bending, and you know, it is a few years old. This right here, if it wants to focus, there's a little bend mark there. So you've got that little fold, that crease right there. And then overall, this is something that I noticed within the last few months, possibly the last year, I don't know. This is peeling. So it's not happening on this one, but it is happening on the opposite shoe. So right here, you can see a little bit of peeling right there. And then overall on both of them, this part, like the design, the logo part, seems to be lifting up a little bit. It's not that much, and it's still definitely wearable, but that is just definitely one obvious sign of wear and tear after so many years. But nothing super lifted. Like you can see maybe like right here, and then that one spot I showed you earlier. So overall, it's not bad. And then of course where it folds right here. Oh, I can't show you right there. You see this crease right there? Yep. So I expect that to happen. And that's actually where this crack is. This fold. That's right where it folds from me walking. So overall, the signs of wear and tear aren't bad at all. I've definitely worn these a lot over the years. They're my favorite pair of sandals, and I just really like them. They're nice, simple, they don't hurt my feet, and they go with pretty much everything. Dress it up, dress it down, whatever you want. So now we can compare that to these, the Petunias, and it is just brand spanking new. and it's just so beautiful. It's just such a pretty color. I love it. So I do expect overall the same type of wear and tear to show up. I didn't do anything crazy in my sandals. Like I don't baby them at all. And that's what I really like about these sandals is that you don't have to be so careful with them. And the fact that they are a designer shoe, but they're on the affordable end of designer. So you don't feel bad. Like obviously I was not happy about scuffing the tops of my shoes, but it didn't crush me to death. So overall, do I recommend the Tory Burch Miller Sandals? Absolutely, yes, I do. Size-wise, I believe I am a true size 7, and that's just according to the majority of the shoes that I have. The majority of them are in a size 7, but there are some cases when you need to size up a half size up a full size down. But with the majority of my shoes being a size 7, I can say I'm a size 7. With these, however, I get them up a half size. So both of these are in a 7.5. When I was buying these, I could not see where the size was on the shoe, and I just thought it didn't have it. And so I looked and didn't see it. So I was like, I think I'm a size 7. And then the size 7s just felt really tight. And I'm like, wow, did these stretch over time? Then the girl helping me looked at these sandals and she said, girl, and then there it is. I wasn't looking hard enough. She's like, girl, you're a 7.5. And then I felt so awkward because I didn't want her to think I was like trying to like make my feet smaller. Like, oh no, I'm not a 7.5. I'm a size 7. Like, I don't care. I just want the size that fits me best that aren't going to hurt my feet. So this 7.5 fit me perfectly lengthwise, and then there was still room for me to easily slip them on and off. So I don't know if this is true for everybody, but definitely try your true size and then up a half size if you need. Of course, you get a little dust bag for your shoes. There's no logo on it except for here, which you can barely even see. I'll try to show you. It just says, you can read a little bit. It says Tory Burch. And then, can you draw? Oh, I did not know that. Drawstring bag, and now you can see the logo where it says Tory Burch. I obviously never use this, and I typically just keep it either in the box or I use it as like a bag stuffer to help keep the shape. There is a sticker on my box, so it totally ruined the aesthetic. So I will have these sandals linked below. I'll have the neutral color and the petunias. It's such a pretty color and it's such a pretty name for that shade of pink, petunia. So when I went to go try these on in person at Nordstrom when I was in Dallas with my sister, the lady told me that they didn't have my size. They had sold it earlier that day and I was so mad at myself for not getting them, but I think it's probably good because I was able to get it shipped here to my house for free. But she did mention that they had just gotten these last week or earlier that week, and they were selling really, really fast. So definitely a hot color. So if you want to get your hands on them, I would do so right away as soon as you were able, because this is like the perfect spring, summer sandal. But what do I know? I'm not a fashionista. Well, that is it for this video. If you have any questions, as always, leave them down in the comments. I'm going to clean up this room. You can see my cowboy hat is still hanging out there. I literally have no idea how to hang this hat because it's my first real cowboy hat. Like, I've had one. I did have one when I went to the Tucson rodeo back in college, but it was very flimsy. I don't think it was like a legit cowboy hat, but I got it at the rodeo. And so I just kind of didn't take care of it, and I stuffed it everywhere, and I just donated it because it really lost its shape. It was very lopsided. So I definitely want to take care of this hat and make sure that it keeps its shape. It's a good quality hat and it's a good brand. But still, I still have stuff laying around me from the trip, so I definitely need to finish putting that stuff away, organizing the top of my Amazon chest, and really just organizing my life. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe to my channel. I put out videos twice a week on Sundays and Wednesdays, and then shorts in between here and there. Also, give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok if you're interested, if you want to see more of my content. Otherwise, I will see you all in the next video. I was going to say next week, which is still technically true. I'll see you guys. Bye.